The Dickinson County Board of Adjustment held the second in a series of 3 public hearings on the Red Rock Wind Energy Center. If approved, construction of 67 new wind turbines in eastern Dickinson County could begin this year. The proposal announced on April 10th is a scaled-down version of the original project. Red Rock officials say they took community concerns into consideration and eliminated 15 of the proposed wind turbines that would have had the greatest visual impact on the Great Lakes region. Even with the amended proposal, opponents worry about the project's impact on residents and wildlife in the region. Landowners who've already committed land to the project say the economic and environmental benefits far outweigh the potential side effects.
I would say that the benefits of this project far outweigh the negatives. The school children in the Gretna-Terrell School District, for instance, they really need this tax benefit that will definitely help them over the next 40 years. And so it'll increase the ability to give a quality education to those children.
Supporters say about $241 million of property tax and lease payments to landowners are anticipated over the project's lifespan. They also say local school districts could see the tax benefits totaling nearly $50 million over that lifespan. But there is heavy opposition to the project.
They want to set a turbine really quite close to my home and it'll be right in front of our house, in full view of our house. We'll experience about 30 hours of shadow flicker every year and about 46 decibels of sound, pulsating sound. And we'll be watching red lights flashing into our house all night.
All other opponents worry about the interruption of bird migration patterns. Now, the Board of Adjustment will hold its third and final public hearing today at 6 p.m. at the Dickinson County Courthouse. That is in Spirit Lake.